Hello, guys. Welcome back. Today, we're gonna be reading and ranking some embarrassing stories. These are not my stories, by the way. I just want to preface by saying that. These are just random stories I found from the internet again. However, I will share one of my embarrassing stories and rank it at the end, I guess. Because I only have one that I can remember at the moment. But I was thinking I will do 3 tiers of ranking. The top tier is super embarrassing. Like, oh my gosh, that you're never gonna live this down. This is horrible. That's the top ranked one. And then the middle one is just kind of like, it's embarrassing, but it's not horrible. It's not as bad as it could be? And then the lowest one is just like that's barely even embarrassing. Like, I don't even know if you could consider this embarrassing. There's no reason for you to feel embarrassed. Or, like, this is not that bad. Okay? So, top rank is super, super bad, embarrassing. Middle rank is medium. Low rank is, not that embarrassing. Or not embarrassing at all. Anyways, let's rank some of these babies. The first one is, it says, when I was 10, I went to the bathroom at school, and the stall that I went to was locked. A normal human being would think to themselves, well, it looks like someone is in there. I'd better wait. Not me. My first thought was, how do you lock a bathroom stall behind you? That shouldn't even be possible. What the heck? So I crawled under the stall, and sure enough, someone was in there. A piece of me died that day. Okay, this is bad. This is pretty bad. Because, I mean, bathroom door locked usually equals, oh, someone's in there. And so that is hilarious that their brain decided, oh, no, that doesn't mean somebody's in there. It means, oh, the door must be locked for some other reason. Someone locked it behind them somehow. And then continuing to crawl under the door and presumably make eye contact with the person in the bathroom. That's bad. I would put this in the top tier of embarrassing moments because how does this even happen, first of all? And because it did happen, uh, it's almost inconceivable. Like, it's crazy. I would be mortified. I would never be able to think of anything else. So that's why I'm putting it in the top tier of embarrassment. Okay, I'll read the next one. 7th grade Spanish test. It's all quiet in the room. I'm a long-haired, greasy, socially awkward geek. I feel a sneeze coming on, but decide to hold it back so as not to draw attention to myself. I try, but cannot contain the sneeze inside. It takes the path of least resistance out of my body. My completely stuffed up nose. The sound is incredible. The snot tent is an amazing, fully formed spider web of snot between my desk and my face. The classroom turns to look at me and sit in stunned silence. After about 10 seconds, the girl in front of me, the hottest 7th grader in school, says loudly, "That's gross." Everyone laughs. Okay, so public humiliation. Ooh, it hurts, man. It hurts. This one, though, I think goes in the middle, medium tier because it's not your fault. Sneezes just happen sometimes, you know? It's not like you did it on purpose, and you can't really do anything to stop it. Sure, better choices could have been made, but in the end of the day, it's not really your fault. And so that's why I'm putting it in the mid tier. Like, sure, it's embarrassing. It's awkward. It's a little humiliating, but at the end of the day, it's not your fault. So that helps ease. I hope that would help ease your mind a little bit. Okay, the next one. This wasn't me, but one time my friend, who's an actor, was on stage for the final performance of a show he was in. His pants were about 6 sizes too big, and they didn't want him to wear a belt, so they had bobby pinned his pants. That last night, the bobby pins had apparently mostly fallen off, and his pants fell down. No big problem. He was playing a hobo, so he could have just picked them up and held them for the rest of his time on stage. Too bad they took his boxers with them. Okay, that's bad. This one is also like public humiliation, but it's way worse, in my opinion, than the last one. That's horrible. Could you imagine on your last night of the performance as well? You want to do so good because it's your last show, and instead, not only do your pants fall down, which would be embarrassing enough for me anyways, that it takes your underwear off too. Bruh. I'd be so embarrassed. I'd run off stage and never be seen again. I don't know what he did. I hope he was able to brush it off and continue with the show. But I don't think I would be able to if I were him. I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't want to show my face ever again. This one to me has to go in the top tier because, like, where else can you even put it? That's horrible. That's awful. Especially in front of a whole audience of people. Yeah, no. Okay, the next story. I used to sometimes get nosebleeds pretty badly, but almost never during class. This one time, I got one and I asked to go to the bathroom. My teacher, not really looking at me, said no and continued to teach. Well, I did what came naturally to me at that time. I used my arm to wipe my nose. This nosebleed wouldn't stop, however, so I keep wiping my nose with my arm, trying to find clean spots on my arm to wipe with. Finally, I don't have anything else to wipe with, so I raise my hand and ask the teacher to go to the bathroom. This time, she looks at me and panics. By now, both of my hands and forearms are caked with blood, and it looks like I've suffered a huge injury. She lets out an almost blood-curdling shriek, and the entire class turns and looks at me in my messy glory. She agrees to let me go to the bathroom. Okay, this one, I feel, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but I'm gonna put it in the lower tier because, I mean, it's not your fault. You asked to go to the bathroom. The teacher didn't look at you, and so she didn't know you had a nosebleed, I guess. Maybe you were too shy to say something about it, but yeah, it's not your fault for having a nosebleed. And I mean, I guess you could have handled the situation a little bit better, maybe by being like, I have a bloody nose, it's gonna get everywhere, can I please go? Then she probably would have let you go, but I understand not wanting to say that if you're shy, because I probably wouldn't have wanted to say anything either or spoken up. So honestly, I don't blame you for that. And yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a bloody nose at the end of the day. So I'm putting it in the lower tier. Still embarrassing, but it's not as embarrassing as the other ones. Alrighty. Next one. A narrowly avoided, very embarrassing moment. It was my birthday, and I was at a friend's house playing some new Xbox 360 games I got. There were quite a few people there just hanging out. One of my friends brings out a birthday cake. I got kind of red-cheeked and was thinking, oh wow, they surprised me with a birthday cake. Flash forward to a few seconds later after they sang happy birthday and I'm about to blow out the candles when a friend right next to me blows out the candles before I do. And then I realized the cake was for her birthday. I think everyone thought I was just playing around pretending I was going to blow out the candles. I don't remember the details exactly about how I didn't hear her name in the happy birthday song. My best guess is I was surprised and shy in the moment. Man, that would have sucked and made for a horribly embarrassing moment that I would never forget. Okay, so this story, as is, I would put in the lower tier, just because, I mean, everyone thought you were joking around and stuff like that. But if you had actually blown out the candles and accidentally done that, then it would be probably mid-tier. But that's hilarious. And also kind of sad that they're celebrating someone else's birthday and they didn't know it was your birthday. It's kind of sad, honestly. Okay, last embarrassing moment. This one is my own. It's not all that crazy. Okay, so there's this one day where the whole ground was covered in ice. Like, so many car accidents happened that day. People were falling all over the place. Getting to school was a nightmare, but school wasn't canceled for some reason, and so we still had to go. Anyways, so my sister went to the college nearby, so she dropped me off at the corner so I could walk to the school. And I walked, and as I was in the middle of the crosswalk, and this is drop-off time, so there's a lot of people, a lot of cars parked waiting for me to cross the street. As I'm crossing, I slip and fall in the middle of the crosswalk while everybody's watching me in their cars. At least I think they are, because, I mean, what else are they supposed to do, right? Just sitting there? And so I fell, yeah, in the middle of the crosswalk in front of everybody on the ice. Luckily, I was able to get up and get back into the school, but oh my gosh, it was embarrassing. I'm gonna put my own embarrassing moment in mid-tier though, because I feel like it's not that bad. It's embarrassing, yeah, but it was icy, so it wasn't really my fault. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to subscribe, feel free. Thank you to my subscribers for being here, and just for all of you for being here. I'll see you later. Have a good day.